Hey, let's talk about games. Hello my friends, you know who this is, it's Hydra here today giving you an update on Inquisitor Martyr's launch. That's right, I am the bearer of bad news today, and guys, I'm truly sorry. It's nothing to do with me, but the game has been delayed to the 5th of June, which basically represents a 3-week delay for the game. Now the cause for this is apparently something to do with the console platform. They didn't pass through the sort of certification process quick enough. For those of you that are not quite sure how these things work, you have to submit a console variant of a game in advance for it to pass through a certification process. It seems that they've been doing too many last minute changes, and therefore the console release has had to have been delayed. Now the result of which is that all 3 platforms will be delayed simply because their publisher, they have an agreement, or they've made an agreement between them that they'd like to launch all 3 platforms simultaneously. Now there is a silver lining to this, and you guys will probably know me as the white knight that tries to scrape anything positive out, but a massive criticism of this game over the past, well, however long, is that there's never really been a beta stage, and that the current alpha build has not seen a lot of love. Supposedly, in sort of quote, they have been working on their final build for quite some time. Well, the good news is they're actually going to be doing a beta test now around the time when it would have released. So us PC players are going to get 3 weeks to play with a beta build, and during that time they have said they will basically be doing 90+ hour weeks, 7 days a week. They are going to be working to get all of those changes done. Steam versions and Steam releases can receive changes to the final release up to an hour or so before the product goes live, so it's really possible for these guys to make some final changes. So silver lining, guys, we're actually going to see some of these features and be able to get an opportunity to give feedback on some of these features before the game goes live. So if you're a sleeping player right now and you've owned the game already, I would strongly urge you May 21st to get the game again, pick it up, start bashing them with feedback, really start telling them what you think. Be as brutal as you want to. This is the time where we get to see, hopefully, the majority of what they've created. Obviously, they're not going to give us the full release in terms of as a beta. However, I'm expecting a full list of features. Obviously, we'll have to get a log closer to the time with some sort of expectations. However, it does seem that we're going to get an opportunity to actually provide some feedback on these missing features. If those extra 3 weeks will lead to any of the quote-unquote missing features like retinue system, etc., I would severely doubt it. However, it may well lead to it may well lead to a better launch. It may well lead to a better product, a smoother launch, and 3 weeks worth of polishing and bug fixing for us to do. I think many of you that were highly concerned about their QA process and sort of QA validity, well, we're going to actually be able to test that beta in person now, give them the bug fixing, the feedback, the bug reports, and all of that stuff that everyone was very, very worried about. So perhaps, even though the game has been delayed by a few weeks, 3 to be specific, to, again, the 5th of June 2018 for all 3 platforms, there is a silver lining, perhaps even for all 3 platforms, that we're gonna have one massive round of feedback. And guys, these guys do implement changes last minute. They love their last minute work. So if you come along with 3 weeks left to go and you ask for changes, granted they're not going to be able to create brand new game systems, but they do change things, balance changes, enemy health numbers, damage numbers, things of that sort of nature are fairly straightforward to be fixing last minute. So guys, I'm going to see you all on May 21st. Hopefully get yourself in that Steam build. I can't wait. I want to see all these features. It's not quite as exciting as a full launch, but hey, at least we're getting a beta. It's a second place prize today for us. Guys, you have yourself a great week, and I'll see you again soon.